Hey everybody, welcome to Geekoholics Anonymous, episode 210. I'm your host Rico, here with my co-host
Dane Cody.
Dane Cody and I get together once a week, talk about video games, TV, movies, and or whatever you like. This is a video game podcast.
Are you sure?
AA for nerds. That's what I like to call it.
All right.
AKA the name, Geekoholics
I'm just making sure I'm on the right podcast.
Welcome, everyone. If you've never been here before, usually we start the show with some BS. Our BS section, which we were knee-deep in. Man, I almost messed that up. A little bit of house cleaning. You know, I got to clean that up. Get in our what you've been playing, news and stuff, public service announcements, and free-for-all section. Before we get to any of that, Dane, you got anything to share? I had a pretty low-key weekend.
Yeah, pretty low-key weekend.
It was lame. I played soccer.
Oh, you had to work. Ooh, that is lame.
I played soccer. I went to kids' birthday party.
Ooh.
And then I watched a soccer game.
Okay.
One was good, one was bad. The game that I played in was good. I scored 2 goals. It was awesome.
Did you win?
Did we win?
Couldn't have. You must not have if you don't remember winning.
No, we won. Yeah,
okay.
We won. We won 7-2. It was an ass whooping.
Wow. And you forgot that? You actually had to think about it?
I was getting confused with the week before because I scored the week before too, but that week we lost.
Look, man, we're only talking about soccer here, all right?
Yeah. So, anyway. That was fun.
Sweet.
And then I was sore the next day, so that wasn't fun.
That's right. I had my my annual work camping trip on Friday night where we go up into the bush and sleep in a camper and build a big fire and drink a bunch of alcohol and wake up in the morning feeling awful.
There it is.
Yep. Hey, it's been better. It's been all right. It's actually, it's slowly getting better. I've definitely been noticing it is getting better.
If I didn't call that out, I probably would have been able to edit that one out.
Well, that one's on you then. Jeez. So, but yeah, no. So that was fun. It was, like I said, it's not, it's always a good time. All the new guys don't really know what to expect, so they all go way too hard and wake up in the morning and feel like death. And everybody that's, done it once or twice kind of knows to, what to expect. So that's always fun. But yeah, went up there, did that, came home, was lazy on the couch for the rest of the day. As I get older, I get smarter about these things, so I don't drink nearly as much, and I go to bed earlier than I used to.
And drink a bunch of water?
Yes, water key. So I actually woke up in the morning feeling pretty good, besides like being tired because, you don't really sleep great in a camper with a bunch of dudes and stuff, and everybody's burping and farting and whatever. But
is this like a guy's trip?
No, we have ladies at our company that they get invited every year and they choose not to come. So it was
strictly work people.
Yeah,
it wasn't like couples and stuff.
No, just work. If you're not an employee, like not plus ones, just work. Kind of a team building thing, get everybody together. We play some like mini golf. Well, it's not even really mini golf. It's not quite pitch and putt because there's no pitching, but it's like big long putts and stuff. So it's kind of cool, but it's not like a mini golf course. It's a little bit more. I don't know what you'd call it necessarily, but
it's not like everybody's golf VR.
No. So yeah, we do that. Like I said, barbecue, drink some beers. It was fun. But, I got home the next day at like 4 or something like that. So, kind of showered, got less stinky, and then my wife and I, finished watching Good Omens and stuff. So, we can chat about that down in the free-for-all. But yeah, well, outside of that was kind of, the rest of the weekend I tried to kind of be lazy, so.
I forgot. Mention our house cleaning. Everyone join our Discord server, bit.ly/gap Discord.
Gap Discord.
Join the offline conversation with us and some of the listeners and some of our buds. Well, they're all our buds. Everyone's our buds. It's good times in there.
Yeah, it's slowly growing. We got 50 people that are joined on our Discord now?
Something like that. Yeah. Not everyone's active. We got a couple lurkers in there. It's all good.
It's cool. You want to lurk?
They're just stalking, waiting for their time to strike.
Teacup does that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, suddenly he throws his 2 bits in. You're like, holy shit, where the hell have you been?
I know. I made him a mod. If you're part of my family, you get to be a mod. He doesn't do any modding.
I was going to say, but we have somebody else in your family that's there, and he's not a mod.
Yeah, he doesn't even chat.
This is true.
He does chat. He does physically chat.
I know. About as much as Teacup does.
Yeah. With that being said, let's get in some what you've been playing.
Yeah.
Dan, I got a problem.
You have a fucking Destiny problem, man.
I have a bunch of problems.
So I've been don't get me wrong, I got my own problems, because every time I log on to go deal with my problem, I see that you're on dealing with your problem. But every time I log on, you're fucking playing Destiny 2. I'm like, oh man, I wonder if he's playing this other game. But nope, Destiny 2.
Half the time, to be honest, I'm logged in and I'm not actually playing. I'm just logged in for that moment that...
When you and Teacup and other people are all in the chat talking to each other.
That was in the evenings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I log on and there you guys are.
We were trying really hard to get a really awesome weapon. Which I did end. Not with Teacup. And Verlin, unfortunately. I had to ditch them for some Reddit LFG help from the...
You're
not
such
Reddit.
A whore.
From the Destiny Discord.
You won't even stick it out with them. You just
I did stick it out with them.
Ditch them and go do it on your own.
I stuck it out with them 3 evenings in a row.
Yeah. You were all losers. You just couldn't do it.
It was just so close. And then I joined up with some other dudes and we did it in our first try. But hey,
couldn't have you got some other randos or something to come help you out with it? The three of you?
It's a 3-man timed mission.
Oh,
that's why it's hard.
3-man. Okay.
It's jumping puzzle, timed.
Yeah, we do know that Vertical's not great with the jumping puzzles. And
a giant boss room, which you have to kill all the enemies in.
Right. Yes.
We're talking about 2 spider tanks, 1 boss, 2 servitor bosses, right, and tons of respawning mini enemies. It's pretty challenging.
Fair enough. And I can't really talk. I'm not overly awesome at
anyway
jumping puzzles.
I will say though that gun I got is amazing. I don't know if anyone noticed that my stats that I posted in the one channel there, what you've been playing. I think I easily had one of my best Iron Banner Crucible games. 34 kills.
So it's just the gun.
Oh, the gun is so
This
good.
is the one that they got to nuke.
No, this is
way
not,
overpowered, right?
No, this is not the glitched one. I got that gun as well. The same night.
Okay.
That gun is ridiculous. It's kind of like a long-range shotgun, but I'm not a... It's good, and it melts bosses, but I don't like it in PvP, even though it's totally overpowered, because I'm not very good at close range in PvP.
Shotguns.
I'm more range, and then this other gun's a pulse rifle, and pulse rifles are kind of my thing, and yeah, I wrecked shop with it. It was awesome.
You go.
But that's not what we're talking about. You took me off traffic.
Sorry, man.
Off topic. I do play that way too much, and I need to stop. And that will happen soon because I'm literally 1 armor piece away from being max power level, and then I'll chill out.
By the time that happens, they'll have launched some more crap. And
no, there's nothing until September. So
look at you go.
There's still more stuff to do, but I will chill after the numbers stop going up a little bit.
All right,
but yeah. Bloodstained came out last week.
Right.
I did not buy Bloodstained.
We were talking about this. You were holding off because
I wanted to get the Switch version.
And I said, I think you probably shouldn't hold off because I have a sneaky suspicion that the frame rate's going to be terrible and it's going to look like poop.
Yeah, it does look like poop. And it does. It freezes. I've had it freeze. Remember in Half-Life 2? When you used to hit a loading point and the game would kind of just freeze.
Pause.
It would just pause. And you're like, okay, did it crash or is it loading?
Right. Yep.
It's done that to me a couple times.
Oh.
The frame rate is pretty up and down, especially in cutscenes. Oh my god, it drops big time.
Ooh.
And just the resolution is so low that it's like blurry. Like there's like not any sharpness to it. Like the menus and everything are super sharp and look good.
Right.
And look the way they should. But like the actual game itself, it kind of reminds me of like N64, like, you know,
no filter.
As if you had
everything.
gel rubbed on the TV to smooth everything out. It's got like no anti-aliasing. It's just,
You got that fog.
And like it plays okay, but when you get into some of the more intense areas where the frame rate drops, you notice that there's a little bit of an input lag.
Oh.
And I got past the first boss and into the castle proper.
Right.
It's just like, I'm just like, man, I really wish this performed a lot better.
Oh, that sucks.
And it's just kind of sad. I actually so sad that, but the game's good. Like had I not, like if there was no other version,
right,
and this was the only version, I wouldn't complain. I would just play it. It's totally playable. It's not like
you would still complain.
Nah, but I probably wouldn't, because I wouldn't know that there was like a nice high-res crystal clear.
Oh, come on.
Super.
You mean to tell me that a game that was doing all that, even if there wasn't another version, you wouldn't at least like call them out and be like, what the fuck is this shit?
I would call them out about those things.
Why wouldn't... I'm not saying you wouldn't. It wouldn't stop you from playing it. I'm just saying,
but I
like,
would... Yeah.
That's the type of shit that absolutely should make a review go from a 9 to a 7, though. Like, if it's that you know what I mean? Like,
the game is still good.
Right.
And it's such a nice homage to Symphony of the Night. And I just wish the Switch version was better, and it pisses me off that I didn't buy it on PS4 or Xbox and just play it last week.
Right. Because you could have probably played through and beat it by now.
Oh, yeah, I would totally beat it, because I think it's only like 20 hours or something. So, right now, I requested a refund through, like, Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen, because I did it through an online chat, and the guy's like, oh, you'll get an email within 24 to 48 hours. That was last night that I requested it.
Right.
I haven't seen an email.
So then what happens? It just disappears from your like queue, or?
I don't think it disappears. He said if it's approved, I'll no longer have access to the content, and then I'll see an email, and they'll credit me back the payment
money.
methods. So we'll see. So I just haven't decided if I was going to buy it on PS4. It's really, you can find it pretty cheap on PC, so I might buy it on PC.
I've been seriously debating picking it up on PC.
Yeah, because I think on Fanatical it was like $30 or something.
I don't know what that is, but
it's another one of these stupid CD key sites.
I don't know, man. I got such mixed feelings about those CD key sites. We've talked about it on here before. I don't know.
They're not a bad one, like G2A and stuff. They're a legit one. They're just a smaller one. People like Fanatical. Wario64 tweets about them all the time. So
it just makes me wonder, like, how they can do that. But like, where are they getting the keys that they can resell them for? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just odd.
I don't know.
That's all.
Yeah, like cdkeys.com has Bloodstained for PC. It's $44 compared to $54, $59 or whatever.
Isn't it $44 on the Steam sale right now?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I could have swore it was like 10%. It was like slightly... It wasn't like super cheap or anything, but I remembered seeing that it was one of the games that was on sale. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll grab that.
I don't know. I'm so fucking torn now. I don't know where the frick I want to play it. Because the whole point I wanted it on Switch is so I could play it on my lunch break, in bed, on the couch.
But, I mean, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but... Aren't the devs saying, like, we're gonna... One of our news stories, spoiler alert, was that the Bloodstained devs are shifting resources to improve the performance on the Switch, because they understand, like, there's a big fat disappointment to people, right?
Yeah, a lot of people are upset. The internet's upset.
I mean, the internet's always fucking upset about everything. That's true. So that, to me, doesn't mean fuck all, but...
The internet is always upset. They probably have the internet probably has a serious case of depression. It's really talking something about that.
Yeah.
I put the story in our outline, so we may as well talk about it now. They posted on Twitter. They're like, "Hey, we're shifting development resources, and we're committed. That this game it runs well and smoothly for everyone."
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about performance. They're talking about graphically. The thing is how crappy it looks compared to the other versions. I don't think they're going to be able to get it up there visually. I think they'll be able to maybe get the frame rate and stuff up, but I feel like they dropped all the effects and resolution.
Oh yeah, well they have to
just get the performance that they have. But the weird thing is there's better looking games on the Switch. They just must have very poor optimization, or they just chose a bad engine for a 2D, 3D game.
Isn't it Unreal Engine 4?
It is Unreal, actually. You're very right. And I think Unreal is okay on the Switch, but
I don't know. All I know is that a lot of people forget what the fuck is inside the Switch.
This is true.
It's a freaking Tegra X1. But it's a mobile Android it's essentially an ARM processor built for Android tablets. That's it.
Better looking games on the Switch.
I don't argue that. I don't know.
It's amazing looking.
What
games
is all
on the
going
Switch.
on? But I feel like people tend to forget what the hell is inside the Switch, and then they complain
I'm not
about
expecting 4K, but
well, obviously
7 .
But you're saying it should at least be able to do 30 frames a second at what it looks
should be
like
720p, 30 FPS. It looks like 480p or less.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual.
It's like fuzzy, blurry. It's not,
I've seen the videos.
There's no sharpness to the image. It's just, and that, like I said, I probably wouldn't have complained if I hadn't seen it. Well, I played it on PC at E3 last year, so I remember what that looks like, and that's not what this game looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know
it was quite shocking because the E3 demo is just the opening of the game. This is what I played twice at E3 last year.
Yeah. I mean, I know that late last year, they announced that the Way Forward guys, the guys that made Shanti Half Genie Hero, were brought in to help them finally fucking finish the game. But that said, I have a sneaky suspicion that was more just, we need to finally get this game out. I don't know how much they had to do, because I know I obviously have Half Genie Hero on the Switch, and I mean that game looks and plays amazing. I haven't seen obviously Bloodstained running side by side or anything, but it's a pretty game. But yeah, I don't know. It's
I might have to just buy it on PC because it's cheaper if I don't get my refund. I'm just waiting on the refund to decide if I get it, whether I'm going to buy it on. I'll probably buy it on PS4 because Castlevania's Symphony of the Night's kind of like a PlayStation classic, and I kind of feel like I should own it on PlayStation, even though probably the Xbox One X version is better.
It's actually funny because I owned Symphony of the Night on Xbox. Strangely enough,
this is true. I own that on 360 as well. That was where I played it last.
Yeah,
the last time I played it. So. Yeah, it's just kind of disappointing because the game's pretty good. So I don't know. Give it another week. Maybe next week I'll have played it and beaten it somewhere, and then I can actually talk about how much I like the game.
I mean, I'm hearing that it's a great game.
It's not
the Switch version aside. I'm hearing that it's surprisingly good for how long it was in development. I know a lot of people were pretty this game ever going to come out? Is it actually going to be good when it finally comes out? A lot of those Kickstarter games that got funded, look at the Mega Man one, Mighty Number 9, that game is hot garbage when it finally came out. So, a lot of people were kind of a little bit apprehensive. This game got pushed back a lot. And so the fact that it finally came out, one, is awesome. And two, it's surprisingly good from what I understand. And the people that are playing it are really enjoying it. Minus the Switch performance stuff aside, it seems like it's a really good game. So, especially if you're into that whole, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, etc., etc.
I do like what I've played, which is the boat scene twice, or the intro area and the first boss, and then a little bit, and then I'm just I can't do this. I got to play the better version.
Right.
I got over it for a little bit. And then in between that time, that's when all the comparison videos came out. And then I went and saw the comparison videos, and then I played again, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this.
I'm missing so much. Yeah.
And to be honest,
the FOMO took over.
And to be honest, playing it with the Joy-Cons just didn't feel amazing. I never played it docked.
That was my next question. I was like, have you ever played it docked? Like, I know the Switch goes into sort of turbo mode when you dock it because it can have more power. But I also know it does have to push more pixels when you dock it. So I don't know if that would kind of be a wash or not.
Yeah, maybe when we're done recording, we'll play. I'll try it docked, but I don't know. Maybe it won't even.
Because then at least you get a Pro controller.
To be honest, I bought it Monday night. It didn't unlock until Tuesday morning, which was another annoyance.
Ugh.
Like it didn't unlock until Tuesday 9 a.m.
Because you're thinking like, oh, it'll unlock at 9 a.m. the night before, like all the other games
and
do.
I'll play it Monday evening and stuff, and then just freaking work and meetings and stuff going on around the house. I didn't get to play it as much as I liked, but I did get to play it enough to be like, I want my money back. I think I want to try it elsewhere.
It's Nintendo for you.
Moving along.
Yeah.
I did play some Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
So did I.
You did as well.
I was a little peeved initially because I got this fucking email last week and they're like, "Hey, Wizards Unite is available," and I was like, "Sweet!" So I went to download it and it's like, "Not available in your country."
Not for you, sucker.
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck did you send me an email then?" But then it did lock 2 days later or whatever.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Friday.
Yeah, but it unlocked on Sunday or something. Like
came out early in the States. A day, and then I don't think we got it until Saturday, right?
Yeah, it might have been Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. I did grab it on the day that it finally actually did drop. And I've been playing it as much as you play one of those games, kind of on and off.
It's neat. It's like Pokemon Go. I don't have a huge hard on for Harry Potter verse. I'm not a gigantic. I like Harry Potter. I don't know.
I'm a big fan of the lore and everything, and I think they did a pretty interesting job of sort of taking the Pokemon Go formula and making it
to the Potterverse.
Yeah, moving it over. They kind of have the whole concept, because I was trying to think what on earth are they going to have you doing, and so they kind of wrap a story around it that there's this thing called the Calamity, and magic is essentially stealing things and putting them places, and so
around the real world.
Yeah, so as you're walking around, and you look down, you see oh, there's a thing. So instead of seeing a Pokemon in Pokemon Go, you see this little icon,
a foundable.
Exactly. And then you go in there and then you have to cast a spell, which is kind of an interesting take on Pokemon Go. So with Pokemon Go, you swipe the screen to throw a Pokeball. In this, there'll be a pattern on the screen
that
and you have
trace out.
Yeah, and you have to trace it out with your finger.
And that's faster and more accurate you do it, the more powerful the spell is cast.
Yeah, so it's kind of again, in Pokemon Go, if you do you've got your good, great, excellent throws. If you curve it such a way and hit them perfectly on the head and all this crap, then it you get a better chance of capturing the Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's kind of their take on it, which is neat. I thought that was kind of cool. And there's a potion thing where you can, as you walk around the environment, you pick up items, which then you
ingredients
can use,
scattered all over the world for making potions,
which then you can use to make potions. And then similar to Pokemon Go, you can use a potion to help your spell power be better for a few turns, things like that. So all that kind of stuff is interesting. Like I said, they've kind of wrapped it all in an interesting story. There's, in a lot of ways, I want to say, and I mean, to be fair, I haven't played Pokemon Go in probably well over a year or so at this point. So, I mean, maybe Rick would know better than me, but I feel like they've done a good job of kind of making it more, there's more depth there than the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Pokemon added dailies and weeklies and
Right.
Like all these quests and stuff, just like this game has aped. This game has pretty much aped everything from Pokemon. But they've added different stuff. Like instead of just a Pokestop and gyms where you battle, this has like inns where you recharge.
Yeah, you
your
go in and like
power,
you eat,
which is kind of like
something.
Your spell power is kind of like your Pokeballs, like because if you don't have spell power, you can't cast spells to unlock foundables from the creatures that are confining them or whatever. You can't take part in the battles at what do they call those places? They're not inns.
Fortresses.
Yeah, the fortresses. You actually battle enemies. Like PvP, and you can actually team up with other people doing that, which I haven't done, but you can.
Yeah, I have a couple people on my friends list, and I was trying to figure out what the whole point of having friends in the game was. But apparently it's when you're at those
fortresses, because the fortresses have different levels, and you use like rune stone. I think it's rune stones that they call them to allow you to attempt the different levels, and they get harder and harder and harder. The rewards also get better as well.
Right.
And that's where teaming up would probably come in handy because the enemies are going to get tougher. And I guess you take them on co-op, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's a little more interactive than just swiping your finger up. There's tons of crap you got to find and unlock. There's like a whole skill system. There's a class system.
And the skill system apparently that mostly pertains to the fortress stuff. From what I understand.
Stuff. Yep.
So you're like leveling up your character, getting more stamina, increasing your power, and like various other things. Like you can unlock other spells to help like teammates and stuff like that in the fortresses
and so forth.
Yeah, which is all kind of interesting. So it's like it's a fairly in-depth system. I don't know how long I'll play it for.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'll play it either. It seems pretty. I just don't care for Harry. Like I like Harry Potter, but I'm not a nut. If I was like a super Harry Potter fan, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm going to play tons more of this. I do like what I played. Like,
it's fun.
Definitely Harry Potter fans are probably going to find something to enjoy there. It is just another Pokemon Go. And, like, bouncing between the two right now, I'm kind of like, I don't really have time to do this. Like, Pokemon Go is nice to just jump in.
All the stops are the same. Yeah, that's the funny thing, because it's using the same map data that Niantic got for their first game. Which then they ported over to Pokemon Go, which now they've ported over to this. So it's like, they're using all the same, like, so if it was a Pokestop or a gym or whatever.
I feel like there's more stuff. I think they broke out some of the stuff because of the inns and the gardens and stuff.
Yeah, because there's greenhouses which you can use to get stuff. Yeah, and the greenhouses are, like, sometimes you'll get spell power, but you'll usually get some sort of items. Potions. Yeah. And then obviously, like, inns, there's like, you have a chance to get something good or something okay.
So I do find that the map, I guess because of all the info and data they've gotten from Pokemon Go, that, they've increased the density of stuff. Because, like, in an area that would, like, have a Pokestop or two, this thing will have, like, tons of shit.
Really?
Like, broken out. Like, I've been to some areas, like, holy crap, there's so much stuff here. And it's like, I'm just sitting here playing for like 15 minutes because there's so much stuff to find. There's multiple inns and greenhouses and a fortress. It just seems more dense in the spots that have stuff. Near my house there's a park, and in Pokemon Go it's a Pokestop. In this it's a fortress and a greenhouse, I believe, are there. So it's kind of got two things. And the park, on the map, it has areas that spawn more stuff, so it recognizes that as well. So it's like, oh, this is a park, so there's like a flag there too.
Oh, that's cool.
And the whole area is highlighted, and it says more of this type of foundable will spawn here, or appear here, whatever. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know. We'll play it some more. I'm sure at some point I'll get to a point where the grind will be too much and I'll fall off.
Yeah. What level are you? I'm like 7. Yeah. Okay. We're about the same then. Yeah, my challenge is like there's not a inn by my house, and there's not an inn by my work. And so, like, for me, I find what's happening is I'll pop it open during the day, whether I'm at home or at work sometimes, and like
I can't do anything.
Yeah, like I've like initially it was fine, but now of course I've run out of spell energy.
Yeah.
And
last
now,
night I ran out, and I was expecting when I woke up this morning that some amount of it would have recharged.
Nope.
But it's spell power is straight up Pokeballs. If you're out of spell power, you have to buy them or you have to go to an inn.
Totally. So like there is real world currency, obviously, because there's a free to play game.
There's all kind. Their
so
store has so much crap in it.
Yeah. But the thing I am noticing is like the coins. You do get a few for things here and there. But you also can use the coins to increase like one thing that and I understand why they do it, because this is the easiest way to get money out of people. It's the slots. Like they give you an initial item slot of 200. You can pick up 200 items. And like I found that, I've played the game for like 4 days and I've already hit that limit. Like my bag is my bag is constantly full.
I haven't gotten that far. I haven't even noticed how close I am.
Yeah, so like earlier today I was, doing some stuff while I was on my lunch break, and I was sitting there because there was a stop close by where I was like having lunch or whatever. And it was like, great. So I'm standing here, I'm like finally able to get some spell energy because like, it respawns every 5 minutes. So you can hit it every 5 minutes while you're sitting there. But yeah, there's constantly stuff was popping up around me, and I was, capturing some things and whatnot. But like item wise, I'm like already full. And of course, as soon as you try to grab something else, there's a thing that pops up. It's like, would you like to add 30 more slots to your bag for, it's like 100 coins.
$50 million.
And I don't know what that costs in real money, but all I know is that I only have 130 coins or whatever it is right now. So I'm like, if I spend 100 coins on increasing my bag size, you know what I mean? Like it's that total free-to-play thing where they're like constantly, they're hoping that you're going to spend a bunch of money to buy coins so that you can increase your bag because you're sick and tired of it being full. Which is going to do one of two things for me. If it really gets its hooks in me, it will make me spend some money that way, or it will make me go, fuck this, and close the game and I'll never play it again. Which chances are the second one is a lot more likely right now, just based on my previous... Like Pokemon Go, I kind of hit a similar thing where it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of ran its course and it was fun while I was playing it. It was good while I was walking around, but it's a similar thing with Pokemon Go. You have to have the app out in order to, so there's, what are they called? Prismarks or something like that. And you pick them up around the world, and when you open one, it's the same thing where you have to like walk a whole bunch to open one. And so like after you walk 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers or 2 kilometers, it unlocks and you get
keys.
something cool. That's what it is. So
yeah,
it's
you
like
get keys for them.
So it's like, but again, in order to open one of those, you have to have their app open and actively in the front.
It doesn't do the active sync like Pokemon Go does now. Like Pokemon Go tracks where you walk without even having the app open.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that would be so nice. That would be way more interesting to me now, because like that's what I hated about Pokemon Go back in the day. Because I had to like stand there with it open, like walking along, and it's just like, this is stupid. So yeah, we'll see. I'm having fun with it. It's got a really cool like thing where you can like take your picture and put glasses and a hat on and like stupid shit like that, which is fun.
Yeah, Cheeks had a nice comment for my photo. That I shared on the Discord.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
But yeah, like so we'll see. I'll check in next week and see if like I'm still hooked on it or not. We'll see. I don't know. It's interesting because I do really like Harry Potter and that universe. So it's like there's a part of me that wants to like it a lot, but I'm just not sure if it's there, you know what I mean? So
yeah. It looks okay. It's okay. Like I said,
still with us there, Rick?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're
Sorry,
off in La La Land here.
I gapped out for a second.
Surfing the internet. Jeez, man.
I was looking at one of our stories.
I can see your screen flickering in your face. I know you're...
It was a video. It was one of our other stories. But
you're like that kid when you used to call, like... When your parents used to call and you were watching TV and they're trying to talk to you on the phone. Did you hear what I just said? Uh-huh. What did I just say? Uh-huh. What? Oh, yeah, no, I was listening. What did I just say?
You just said, let's move along.
Yeah, exactly. You
played more stupid Dauntless?
Oh, God, so much Dauntless. This game is so good.
You got 30 seconds.
I bought the Hunt Pass.
Oh, okay. So you're grinding. Actually, you bought the Hunt Pass. Did all the stuff you had played to apply to the Hunt Pass?
Yep.
So, okay, so that's cool.
So like all the levels, so I was at level 17 or 18 when I unlocked the Hunt Pass, and it unlocked all those levels, and then and then of course, like, because I bought the Hunt Pass, it like also gave me a whole bunch of crap.
Like what? Skins?
Yeah, like, so you get the Hunt Pass skin, so it's like all the ninja gear, so you can make your character look like a fucking rad ninja.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm a ninja.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. So you can like transmog all your armor to look like all cool ninja gear. And then there was some other, like, there was another, what's it called? There was like a gesture where you throw like throwing stars, which is kind of cool. So you like chuck some throwing stars as like as one of the gestures, which is neat. And then there was a like one of the banners. So one of the things that you can do in Dauntless is you can like grab your like banner and stab it into the ground, and it unfurls, and you can like have like a cool thing on your banner when you're out in the world. So you get like a banner like thing that you can put on for also having the Hunt Pass. And then of course, as you level up the Hunt Pass, there's also like a bunch more stuff in there as well that kind of pertains to all of that. So yeah, no, I picked that up. I wasn't going to, and then it was interesting. I realized that there was, so you can only buy it once, which, you know, makes sense or whatever. But there's essentially like a starter pack, and it's $5. It's $4.99, and it gets you 1,000 in game, like 1,000 platinum, and a bunch of other like crap for like stuff that you use to make like potions and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's $5. Nice. And so normally 1,000 platinum is $10, right? So you're essentially getting $10 worth of platinum for $5 and a bunch of other stuff.
What a deal.
So I was like, you know what?
You'd be stupid not to buy it.
Yeah, exactly. So I picked that up, and then I used it to get the Hunt Pass that way. Also, when you have the Hunt Pass, you also get bonus stuff as well at the end of every hunt. So like,
you get more mats and stuff?
Yeah, so like there's been a few times actually where it's like helped me out great, because like I've been like grinding for something that I'm trying to get so that I can like upgrade a piece of gear. Oh man, pay to win. Wow. And it's definitely not pay to win, but it like, because it's not like it gives you enough that you're like, oh my god, I'm a god now, this is amazing. It's also not PvP, so yeah, exactly. But it's like a couple, you know, like there'll be sometimes like one or two drops per, you know, hunt or whatever. But like there's just been a couple times where like I've been grinding for something and it's given me like one, you know, and it's like, oh, perfect, because I got one during the hunt. Saves you some time. You know, exactly, right? So it's like the time that's also saver cool. Pack. So, yeah, you remember the giant bird eagle thing that we fought at PAX and totally got our asses handed to us? I barely remember, but yeah, I remember getting our asses handed to us. Yeah. I've finally like started fighting those guys. So I fought those a few times now and won. Yay. No, I remember at PAX they were really happy about, we've got this new enemy that's super challenging and da-da-da-da-da. Yep. They were like really happy about it being one of their new really tough enemies they introduced. Yep. And it so it's like it creates like thorns that grow out of the ground and they hurt you and they also like slow you down and stuff like that, and you gotta like destroy them to get them out of the way and stuff. So it's a pretty tough enemy. So I've been like getting up into that area of the game now. It looks like once I finish one of the quests that I'm on, that I will unlock kind of not the end game necessarily, but I'll unlock some of the hardest enemies in the game though. And that's going to be upcoming pretty soon here. So sweet. Yeah. So I've been just grinding away at that. It's so much fun. It's just so easy to jump in and play. Like I said, you go on like one or two hunts and I can do one and then I can go do other shit, or I can do, 20 20 and spend an entire afternoon on it, and they're all kind of different, and you're like, I don't know, it's just it's been great.
You found your destiny.
For now, we'll see. The Destiny annual pass was $20, and I may or may not have picked it up, so I may or may not be playing some Destiny pretty soon. I didn't have it, and I hadn't really been playing any Destiny, but it was like so cheap right now. I was like, shit, I don't know. I'll pick that up while it's cheap.
You got some work to do.
You know, I can jump in and play some Destiny if I feel like it. You know, every once in a while you get the hankering. I get it.
Yeah, like every day.
Well, you do.
All right, let's move along. Let's get into some news and stuff. News. Start off with some sad news. YouTuber Etika dies at age 29. This story is via IGN. Jonathan Dornbush. This last week, apparently he went missing. Mm-hmm. And the internet was like, hey, what's going on? Trying to locate him, this and that. They found his bag and cell phone and sofa and whatnot at which bridge was it? The Brooklyn Bridge? Or some other bridge?
Yeah, I can't remember. It's one of the bridges. There's a lot of bridges in New York.
Yeah. I can't remember what bridge they found it. Anyway, a couple days later, apparently they found his body in the river. And anyway, the story is he publicly battled with mental health issues. Mm-hmm. He was a very successful YouTuber, like 800,000 plus subscribers, YouTube and Twitch. He had like a lot of fans. He was known for like his Nintendo. I guess he had lots of Nintendo kind of focused videos. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's sad. He's young. It just goes to show, like, even, you know, to people out there who are like, oh, I wish I was a YouTuber, and, you know, I've only got 1,000 followers, and I wish I had hundreds of thousands. And everyone deals with mental issues, successful or not. We all have ups and downs in life, and I just talk to someone, talk to family, talk to someone you don't, total stranger. Just get it out. Don't let it build and stew. I don't know. I don't think what's bad today isn't guaranteed going to be bad tomorrow. Mm-hmm. It's just a reminder for everyone out there. Just take care of yourself. Talk to a family member. Talk to a friend. Like I said, talk to a stranger. Just talk to someone. There's like a million numbers you can call.
Also, just be better to people.
Yeah,
you never know what the person next to you is going through. You know, so sometimes, you know, we're shitty to people because we're having a shitty day or whatever, or that person seems like they're being shitty to us, but like we don't know what they're going through, right? It's like a reminder to be better to people, you know?
Yeah, I never watched any of his videos, so I'm not familiar.
I'm not familiar with him as well, but I just like.
But I know he's
that you feel that's the only way out. That's shitty.
I know my Twitter blew up when he went missing. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, apparently he's had lots of run-ins with the law and obviously mental health issues. So, yeah, I don't know. It sucks. You know, I get depressed sometimes. I don't think stuff like that, but it's just, you know, you're not alone. We all have ups and downs. You know, we aren't where we want to be in life, or, you know, something at work didn't happen the right way, but like, it's not the end of the world, man. Like, at the end of the day, that stuff's all bullshit. Just, you gotta.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you need help, you know, reach out to someone, because someone is willing to listen. Sometimes just getting it out of your mind, and, you know, you are your own worst enemy sometimes when it comes to this stuff.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh,
anyway, It's sad. It sucks. Don't kill yourself, man.
No.
It's not cool. Cyberpunk 2077 could get Witcher style expansion DLC. I'm pretty sure this story has been updated. I'm pretty sure CD Projekt Red has come out and said that it will get like Witcher 3 type large content post release. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they haven't like gone into fine details, but there is going to be big content. And knowing CD Projekt Red, I'm sure it'll be, of the caliber of the stuff that came to Witcher 3.
Oh, they're going to support the shit out of this game.
Oh, of course. Man, this game looks so good.
It does look really good.
I don't think it's coming out next spring.
You don't think so?
No.
You think it's going to get pushed again?
It wasn't playable at E3.
Yeah.
If it was playable at E3, I still would have thought it would have been delayed.
I mean, that's still a long ways out, though. You're still talking almost a year away. You're talking like 10 months away.
I don't think it's that far away, but yeah, 9 months. You could have a baby before Cyberpunk comes out.
That's my point. So, I mean,
I guess that's a decent amount of time.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if... Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know that they'll have it at PAX or not. But if it's there, it wouldn't surprise me.
It's supposed to be at PAX, I heard.
Okay.
Speaking of PAX,
I'll be curious if it's playable or not at PAX. That's getting a little closer.
It's probably going to be the exact same demo that's at E3.
Yeah, they might make another one for Gamescom. Hard to say.
Oh yeah, they might add some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be amazing if it was playable at PAX.
Yeah.
That is like the first appointment I'm going to be making. Speaking of PAX, we got our hotel booked. I got my application in to go. So,
yeah.
I got another little surprise I'm working on right now, but maybe a couple weeks before I announce that, if it happens for certain.
Sweet. That said, when we're on the topic of conventions, I will be at.
I'm gonna.
If you're gonna be there,
I think I'm.
But I will definitely be there at LTX Expo in Vancouver. That's the Linus Tech Tips, and they're partnering with DreamHack.
Is it like the inaugural, or is this like the second one?
I think this is the second one. I believe they did one last year.
So it's pretty much PC Master Race convention.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
but there's a lot of. I think I saw the website, and it looks like there's lots of like.
They're doing it at the Vancouver Convention Center.
Yeah, that's an awesome convention center.
It's a good venue.
That's an amazing venue.
Stacy's going to be one of the special guests there,
I think we need
that'll be kind of cool.
PAX North,
and that should be fun. It's in July, so it's predominantly. Like you said, kind of PC Master Race technology. Like they're going to be doing
a PC gaming and tech expo event brought to you by the folks behind Linus Tech Tips.
Yeah, and DreamHack. Like I said, they're kind of rolling in. They're doing a huge.
So there's going to be a tournament then.
And they're also doing like a huge bring your own computer LAN party. They'll have a huge setup, kind of like the one at PAX, where you can go and play. Video games with other people in a giant LAN party setting. Oh, yeah.
They've got the free play, and then they got the bring your own computer.
So that'll be really cool. So if you're in Vancouver, you want to come check that out, I will be going to that for sure. Rick looks like he may or may not be coming to that. We'll see.
They got Stream Studio.
It looks cool. It looks cool. Like I said, LTX Expo is the name of it. So if you're kind of interested in that, check it out. See if you want to check it out.
Oh, man, we missed out the Stream Studio application. Deadline this Friday, May 24th.
I know, but I know a guy.
DreamHack Indie Playground.
Maybe we can go there and one of those guys can tell us how we can get our shit up and running so that we can stream this show live.
Solve our issues.
Right? Yeah.
We tried.
So, yeah. So, that'll be cool.
Featured creator. Man, their featured creators is not very diverse. Anyway.
So, moving on to more happy news.
I like conventions. I like Vancouver. Streamer raises almost $1 million for charity in just 4 hours. So, GuardianCon was streaming last week. I believe it's all wrapped up. GuardianCon is the Destiny convention in Florida, of all places. Orlando, even.
Wow.
How am I not at this convention? I don't know.
Because it's in Florida.
Yeah. Well, it started quite small, and it seems to, over the last couple of years, seems to have blown up all of a sudden. I guess they got some real attention because, like, I think the first few were like kind of like, don't know. It's like for the hardcore, but now they got a bunch of like high profile streamers and like supporters or whatever,
right?
Sponsors. So seems to have gotten quite big. Anyway, they had a week-long charity stream. Right. Their goal was to raise $3 million. They raised 3.7.
Wow.
They did like 4-hour blocks for like a bunch of streamers. I think I know Andrea Renee from like What's Good Games did a stream there. I think
very cool.
Fran from Kind of Funny did a stream as well for them. Both of them big Destiny players. Not together, they did separate streams.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess this streamer from the story, Dr. Lupo, who's a well-known Fortnite player. He's a pretty huge streamer. Yeah, he raised like $920,000 in 4 hours, which is crazy. I
find it ironic that he was playing Fortnite.
Yes, he wasn't playing Destiny.
At like Destiny GuardianCon.
Not at the convention. The convention actually hasn't started. The convention is this weekend, I believe, or next weekend.
Okay.
So this is just like a week-long charity stream.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Before the event.
That's cool.
I saw that. I was kind of like, because I think everyone else actually streamed
Destiny,
but whatever. It's for the kids.
Either way, that's
it's
huge,
all good.
Man. That's so
I'm pretty sure he did play some Destiny.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, like you said, $920,343.98 in 4.5 hours.
Yeah,
wow.
That's pretty awesome.
That's wild.
I'll have to keep my eyes on GuardianCon. Maybe next year. It's in the middle of summer in Florida, though. God damn, that'd be really hot.
Ooh, and muggy.
On the topic of Destiny, this week of Destiny.
We've already talked about it once today.
Yeah, but I did do the cool song.
Okay, fine.
Bungie waits to fix overpowered Destiny 2 weapon to avoid crunch. The story comes from Polygon. Ryan Gilliam. I got better at saying who writes the stories and where they come from. Sometimes I get caught up and don't mention it. Anyway, right now, Dane alluded to my kicking ass in Crucible was due to this weapon, which it wasn't. I have used this weapon, but I didn't use it in that game that I did super amazing in.
Sure.
Destiny has exotic weapons. They're very unique. If you're in the Discord, you saw the pictures. They look so different compared to all the other regular like shotguns and auto rifles and whatnot. They're characters. They're like whole different gameplay mechanics. Essentially, they're so varied in how they work.
The Lord of Wolves.
It's a shotgun, but it's like it's like a pulse rifle.
So it goes click,
but it's a shotgun.
Boom.
It's not long range, but it's for a shotgun, it's long range. And the way it works, like there's a perk on it. They kind of did some tweaks to weapons with the new expansion. This thing ended up becoming a freaking beast. Like it melts shit. And like, yeah, we're gonna fix it, but we're not gonna force our guys to work overtime and put in a whole bunch of crunch to rush and get this fixed.
Right.
They pondered pulling it from the weapon pool, like because they have the ability to just disable weapons. But they decided it was not so bad that it's worth disabling, and they're like, you know what? We'll have people have some fun. You know, why not? We've had periods throughout the life of Destiny where there's people remember like Thorn in Destiny 1 was one of these weapons that it was like a 2-shot hand cannon in PvP. It was amazing. Everyone was using it. Or like the Vex Mythoclast, or is that what it's called? The original raid weapon. Oh my god. It was a fusion rifle. It was like a fully auto fusion rifle. It melted people in PvP and in PvE.
Melted their face.
There's been points and times in Destiny's history where a gun has been crazy like this, and it's actually kind of fun. So they're like, just
unless
let it
you're on the
slide for a
receiving
bit.
end of it, then it fucking
unless
sucks.
you don't have it, and you're on the receiving end, of course.
And then you're just like, well, I'm going to avoid PvP till they fucking fix that shit, because
it's true.
Because that stupid hand cannon was brutal. I remember jumping on PvP with you, and like I was getting like one-shotted all over the place from that fucking gun.
because it had the poison effect.
brutal.
So you didn't even have to be very accurate. You just had to tag someone twice, and then the poison would finish them.
It was bullshit.
That was fun.
So stupid.
Anyway, it's fun. So yeah, they're gonna fix it, but not tonight, not tomorrow, in the coming weeks. So have some fun with it while you got it, aka me. It's funny that I got that weapon this weekend thanks to the guys I was playing with. They gave me some tips on how to get it.
Sweet.
I guarantee getting it. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo come out against Trump's tariff on gaming consoles. I didn't have...
Also another Kotaku story.
Yes, Kotaku from Ethan... I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
Gatch.
Ethan Gach. Ethan from Kotaku.
There you go.
Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo have joined forces to tell the U.S. government that its newly proposed tariffs on goods imported from China would hurt consumers, put jobs at risk, and stifle innovation, according to a joint letter sent by the companies to the Office of U.S. Trade Representative. Oh, so it's like a China tariff. So it's not like... I didn't have time to read this. I thought it was like a video game tariff. It's just a tariff on goods imported from China. Mm-hmm. So this is like they're just like a victim of this tariff. Yep.
They're pretty much getting screwed because all of their consoles are made in China. So this would add a 25% tax.
Yeah, like on an Xbox One X, that's like a lot of money.
25%. That's suddenly
like $100 extra.
You're almost looking at Canadian prices.
Yeah, pretty much almost.
Yep.
So yeah, they all joined forces and this is bad. This is gonna have some not good effects. I noticed. Actually, I follow some guys on the financial sector on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Some of the financial reporter guys, and actually someone from NPD, and they're like, "Yeah, this is bad."
Yep.
Like they said, console sales have slowed this year compared to last year.
Yep. And
that's partially due clearly to the fact that everyone knows that new consoles are coming next year.
But could you imagine, depending on how long this gets imposed for, like you're launching a new console next year?
Oh, God.
They're being a 25%.
Yeah, they're already going to be like $500-$600.
Yep.
Here's an extra $100. Rad.
Yep. That would be brutal.
I think I'm going to start selling consoles online this fall, I think, next year.
The thing is that, like, you got to remember, though, like, that's not necessarily, like, it's up to the companies as to whether or not they will pass that along to the customer, right? So some companies might decide to eat some of that. Some companies might just be like, well, I guess they get to pay that because we got to pay it, so they got to pay it. Everybody got to get paid. So that's the other thing that you got to kind of think about, like, you know, Microsoft and Sony, and none of those people are saying that this will absolutely increase prices of consoles by 25%, but it could. So it really depends on, you know, where the position of the console manufacturers are in how much they essentially want to eat, right? If they're willing to eat 10% and pass 15% onto the consumer, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if they'd eat anything, because I remember when I used to run the video game store, there was no money in consoles.
No.
Most of the time we sold consoles at a loss, because it was like, hopefully you buy some games, a controller, and a memory card.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was also, like, back in the PS2, PS3 era, the console manufacturers were selling them at a loss, so
it's still the same, man.
I do know for a fact that Sony said the PlayStation 4, when they launched the PlayStation 4, that it was the first console they'd ever launched that was not selling for a loss.
Yeah, but profitable for them, not for the retailers, though.
Right.
Retailers,
but I just mean, like, before that, they were selling the consoles themselves.
Oh, yeah. They were taking a hit, to keep the cost down. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it'll be very interesting. The other, of course, like, us being Canadian, the question for us becomes, like, would this affect us or not? Like, my gut says probably not, because I like to think that
Canada's
Sony
having its own
Canada
issues
that they pull
We're having our own
consoles
issues
over.
with China right now and tariffs and BS. So
Yeah, but luckily it's not nearly to the same degree that this is.
I think China's hurt some facets of our economy quite a bit lately because of all the crap going on. But I don't really want to get political.
Yeah.
With all that Huawei bullcrap and people being detained and so forth. There's a bunch of shit going on between China and Canada right now. So well.
Well,
Everyone seems to be having shit going on with everyone. What the fuck's going on with this world? Seriously.
Yeah. Well, and the reason the Huawei thing was because the Americans asked us to.
I know. And we're paying for it.
Yep. Oh, I know.
So
anyways,
here's hoping this doesn't
on.
go through because it'll have a bunch of it's not going to hurt Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft. It's going to hurt indie developers.
Well, it'll hurt them if nobody are buying their consoles.
We've got almost 100 million PS4s. I'm pretty sure they'll still be okay, but it's going to hurt the people at the bottom is who it always hurts, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Summer games done, awesome games done quick, aka their summer event, Summer Games Done Quick, is on right now.
Yeah, it is.
Clearly, you can catch that on their Twitch. It's, I don't know when it goes till, this weekend sometime, I believe. Till June 30th. You can watch it on their Twitch channel. I assume their Twitch channel is Games Done Quick. There's a link in the show notes. Yeah, it's Games Done Quick on Twitch.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Games Done Quick.
Currently, they're streaming Dead Rising.
Oh, they were streaming Dark Souls 2 earlier.
I actually saw a bunch of people on my Twitter not talking mad smack on Games Done Quick.
Jeez.
Apparently some of the presenters and talkers and streamers lately have been of varying quality.
Dude, you got a week or whatever it is to fill. Come on, some of them aren't going to all be,
no,
perfect.
just bad people, not good human beings.
Oh, that sucks.
And that talk trash about the video games, and it's just they don't conduct themselves very well.
No,
that's kind of annoying.
That does suck.
This next story we're not going to go into, but Jason Schreier at Kotaku put up a story called "The Human Cost of Call of Duty Black Ops 4." This is a homework assignment. You should check it out. It's not really a doozy.
I mean it's a long read.
It highlights
it's worth it. It's an incredible read.
Just a lot of the grossness of capitalism, and it kind of sucks.
And I don't think it's necessarily I know he's been kind of updating this all throughout the day on his Twitter and stuff. And this is not indicative of just Activision and Treyarch. And, obviously he wrote this story about, the Black Ops franchise and that studio and stuff. But it sounds like so many other people have reached out and said hey, I work for, Studio X or Studio Y, and this shit's happening all over the place.
Yeah.
And honestly, if the video game industry doesn't they're just, I feel like they're ripe for unionization at this point.
They've been ripe for a really long time. And the managers and the executives are gonna fight it tooth and nail.
Of course. The companies will. The only thing, I mean, not to kind of go off on a tangent or whatever, but one of the only things that I kind of worry about if they do unionize is, this one of the big things that happened in North America when unionization happened was the fact that a lot of that low cost labor then went overseas. And that's the only thing that I kind of worry about is what happens, to all those jobs and all those people when, obviously a lot of those support staff and a lot of those people are already working overseas.
QA.
But yeah, exactly. Right. But that's
QA
the thing is
how
many
staff will be
how much more of it,
immediately.
Right?
But this does protect your talented, skilled workforce.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate side effect, but there will be lots of jobs lost. But the good paying jobs will not be akin to slavery, and
that's true.
You might get compensated even better, or at least have a better work-life balance.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, that's awesome. I work at Epic and I can work 6 months straight and then retire. Well,
right.
Yeah, like hopefully you don't have any health issues after that and you still have a family to go home to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot to be said to working crazy shit like that. Anyway,
but
read
it's
that
wild
article.
though. Like, check it out. It's
time.
Yeah. It is worth a read.
It's a good read.
It's really worth a read.
Nintendo news. Someone turned Super Mario Brothers into a battle royale. The story has been updated because Nintendo has promptly issued a cease and desist.
Yeah,
it has come back as a DMCA Royale, and they modified the sprites to be kind of like a derpy Mario.
Oh, that's funny.
I lost the link here. I had it up, but it was when I was like zoning out there. That's what I was looking up.
Oh yeah,
there it is. DMCA Royale.
Pits 75 players against each other in a race through one world of Super Mario Brothers or the Lost Levels.
Yeah.
Players can't directly interact with each other. A Mario can't stomp on another Mario, but power-ups like Fire Flowers and Invincibility Stars do allow players to take each other out. That's not really the point, though. It's a sort of collective race to the finish. Only the first 3 players to make it to the end of 4 levels will end up on the winner's pedestal. The real challenge is making sure your platforming skills are up to par and that you can avoid Goombas and clear jumps amidst all the chaos. It looks pretty wild.
It looks kind of funny, yeah. So it's gone, but you can now play DMC Royale.
Nice.
It's a infringio.
Nice.
God,
nice.
So funny. Yeah, the guy who created it was like, "Go play my game before it gets taken down," because he clearly knew it was going to get taken down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Check it out if you're interested. You play it in a web browser.
Yeah.
I imagine this one is okay. Who knows? Maybe it'll get taken down as well.
Yeah. Guess it depends on how angry they will.
Just proves that anything is better as a battle royale. We already talked about the Bloodstained devs shifting resources to performance Switch. We have nothing for Xbox and PlayStation news. Nothing personal. Nothing very exciting to talk about for either platform right now.
It's that post E3 slump where everybody's getting back to putting their heads down to actually make those games like that they talked about.
Walk of shame right now. But we do have some public service announcements.
Yeah.
Steam Summer Sale is on now.
On now. Hide your wallet.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I need to buy on Steam, but maybe I'll end up buying Bloodstained.
Yeah, there's some stuff on my wish list.
Is Bloodstained on sale?
But I don't know that I'll actually pick anything up. I was looking through there the other day.
$48. It's a whole 10% off.
Hey man, the game came out like 2 days ago. I mean, that's pretty good.
A week ago,
whatever. To be fair, the Steam sale started a few days ago, so
yeah. And when does it go till? Next week sometime?
I want to say Monday.
Monday.
Because it started
June 25th to July 9th. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that's a long time.
That's like 2 weeks.
Wow, that's over a week and a half. That is a long time. Anyways, cool.
That's like 2 weeks, just like I would have just said.
Yeah.
Mother trucker.
It's a long time.
PlayStation Plus games for July were announced.
Are disappointing.
Yeah,
what?
Moving along. No story here. Nothing to see here.
I mean, I guess if you're a big PES fan,
Pro Evolution Soccer 2019.
Cool for you, I guess. I don't know.
And Horizon Chase Turbo, which seriously the cover art looks like a mobile game, like probably something you'd find on a cell phone.
Yikes.
It might be good. I don't know. But
fair enough.
I don't know. Some people really like Evo. I don't know. Those are people that don't play FIFA, I guess.
I don't know. My understanding is that it used to be really good, and then FIFA got better. I don't know. I don't
Horizon
really play
Chase Turbo looks like Rad Racer, but with like better graphics.
Oh, it seems kind of fun.
But it looks like super like very simple.
Okay.
Totally looks like Rad Racer Outrun.
Those are both fun games.
Yeah. Anyway, there's your games for July.
Yeah.
And we got nothing from Xbox because, of course, they're going to announce their shit tomorrow after we produce this show. So
exactly.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home VR available now, free on PSVR and Steam.
Yeah, apparently it's an experience. It's the Spider-Man Far From Home experience.
It's a VR experience?
Yes.
Is it like no other experience?
Well, like no other Spider-Man experience.
Are you like Spider-Man in this?
I would. Oh, fuck, I better hope. You better hope so. I'm sure it'd be awkward otherwise. Like, oh no, you're playing as Mary Jane.
I don't know why I'm being so stupid and talking ridiculous.
I don't know. Yeah, it's out now on PSVR and Steam. So you can go
check that out.
Yeah, download that, check it out, stuff like that.
I saw it earlier and just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Here, add to cart. Look at that. See, I can
Done.
multitask.
Boom.
Oh, goddamn Sony and their captures. Click on all pictures that look like a bus. I'm like, no, you click on everything that looks like a bus, fuckers.
Looks like a butt.
Yeah. I hate those. Do you hate those? Those are so annoying.
Oh, they're so annoying.
They're like the worst. No, just give me the box where I click and say I'm not a robot. But I am a robot. Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
But I'm not a robot. When I click on the button,
Right.
I'm not a robot. I'm just tricking the system, though.
Totally.
Because I'm a robot from the future here to destroy mankind. What?
Well, I guess you kind of let that cat out of the bag, didn't you?
What? I didn't say none. Yeah, so Spider-Man from Home VR. Those are public service announcements. Dane,
Yo.
let's get into our free-for-all section.
Free-for-all.
We need a better song than that.
Free-for-all. Free-for-all.
It's a work in progress, people.
Yeah.
You finished Good... Is it Good Omens or Good Omen?
Good Omens.
Okay.
I just forgot the S.
Here.
Yeah,
man,
sorry.
Oh, man. I'll fix that.
Yeah, I finished it. It's not a long season. It's only 6 episodes.
Oh, that seems like the perfect amount of episodes.
It was fucking great. There's rumors, there's talks, there's rumors that they might make a second season. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but...
Oh, like maybe.
Man, that first season was great. Both my wife and I loved it, and yeah, that is honestly, if you've got Amazon Prime, that shit goes places, and I loved every minute of it. It was great. It ends well. The cast is fantastic. Check it out. It's such a fun ride. One of honestly, like it's a mini series, but man, is it ever worth? In my opinion, it's really worth watch. I know that it pissed a lot of people off, but
it's really worth watch.
Yeah,
really worth watching.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out. We have Prime. We had Prime for like years, and I don't think we've ever watched anything on it.
Why wouldn't you? There's so much good shit on there. We
have it on our TV. I think we have it on built-in on both our TVs.
You can also just cast through fucking Chromecast too.
Does the app have a cast button?
I don't know.
I don't have the app installed.
I just have it on my TV.
Yeah, I have it on my TV too, and I just mean like
because of my freaking Android TV. There's the app is right there, so I just watch it. I just click on the button and it loads it up, and I watch it.
It's built into my my Samsung and my LG.
So, yeah, no, there's some good stuff on there, man. Like you should load it up and watch some stuff. It's good.
Yeah,
very good.
Like Man in High Castle.
Yeah.
Now,
a good friend of mine is one of the bigger characters on the show.
This is another big series they have too. It's supposed to be all right.
I want to say Mr. Robot's on there right now too. You can watch all the seasons.
Mr. Robot,
which I've actually been meaning to do because I hear that shows are really good.
Ah, man, I want to watch Spider-Man, the new one.
It's not on. By the way, it's not on Canadian Netflix. It's on American Netflix.
Not
apparently,
that Spider-Man, like the new movie. Does that come out before we record?
Doesn't it come out? Is it next weekend, or is it like next Wednesday in time for the long weekend? For the American long weekend, I think.
Spider-Man releases in theaters on July 2nd.
Yeah. So
do they get like a super long weekend? Because the 4th is on a Thursday.
I don't know.
Do you get like Friday off, I guess
I know
you
I
just
took
take
Friday off because my wife is American, so she's got the
you
4th
get a
off.
super long weekend.
I don't know.
What do we have? We have Canada Day on Monday.
Yeah, we have
so
the first
we get a
off.
long weekend.
We do. Next weekend is a long weekend.
Not a super long weekend. No, that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
No,
well, next week or next year, the first will be a Tuesday. So,
I'll have to make it a super long weekend.
Yeah.
And then Americans won't get a super long weekend. So yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah. Shaka, baby, shaka. I also watch Baby Driver on the weekends, and that movie is fucking awesome.
That is a great flick.
I had not seen it, and it is now on Netflix, and
that's an
watched
awesome flick. I really like that movie. That
movie was rad. I don't know why I sat on it for so long, because
I don't know.
It was right up my alley.
Did I see that in the theater, or did I get it on VOD? I can't remember. We talked about it when it came out, didn't we? Or I said it was awesome then?
Yep. Yeah, you did, and I'm reiterating now that it is still awesome.
Yeah, see, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about.
My boss, he mentioned it to me when it came out, and I just didn't see it in the theater, and I wanted to... but yeah, we watched it on the weekend. That movie's awesome. I really liked it a lot. It's kind of like one awesomely giant car chase scene, kind of, in all the right ways. And the cast, holy shit, talk about a cast. Awesome. Whoa. I had no idea that it had such an all-star cast.
And there's some cool shit that happens in it.
Yeah. Although I won't lie, like that first scene where with the Subaru, I still that's my favorite. It's still it's just so good.
Who's the actor in there that everyone doesn't like now? Who's getting charged with shit, or did he get charged with shit?
I don't know.
Oh, Kevin Spacey. That's it.
That
came out before everyone hated him.
That's true. He is a good, unlikable character, though. So, yeah.
Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm just looking at a really awesome Optimus Prime freaking model.
Oh, jeez. Keep it in the Daddy's Collectibles channel.
They just released new photos of the Flame Toys Prime. Oh, looks pretty rad.
And I guess with that's pretty much a show here. I mean, now that Rick's going off the rails, like oogling fucking...
Sorry, guys. We didn't have a lot of news this week. It's all Dane's fault. Actually, it's just the internet's fault. There was some other stories. We just didn't feel like talking about them. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to mention names. High-profile, stupid streamers doing stupid shit. We're kind of getting sick of those kinds of stories.
Yeah. And I feel like by talking about them, we sort of give them power, so we're not going to talk about them.
Unless you guys want us to talk about that stuff. If you guys, next week, maybe we'll try, if it's another light news week, maybe if you guys post in the questions and comments, Discord questions for next week. If you guys want to throw a couple in there, maybe we'll pad the show next week if we're low on news next week with some questions from you guys.
Heck yeah.
I didn't have time to review the forum. There might be some questions buried in there right now. But we're kind of rushing.
We wouldn't do that to people. We answer questions.
You can follow me on Twitter at RickF, no KRICF.
You can always bug me on Twitter at Dane Cody, at DAYNECODY.
I thought it was going to screw you up.
I don't know why you started talking like that, but I figured I would also.
It looked like you were going to mess yours up for a second. I'm like, he's going to screw up his name. He's out of whack. Make sure
the amount of times, unfortunately, that I have called people at work and left a message and then forgot my own phone number. You can call me back at 604. You feel like a real jackass.
You know what I do sometimes? I say I'm from my old employer.
Oh, really?
Because I was there for so long.
That's funny.
It's like, hey, it's Rico from... Nope, not.
That's not right.
I'm not from there. Definitely not from there. You're not expecting someone calling from there. I feel like a jackass when I do that. But yeah, follow us on the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We're Geekoholics everywhere. Trust me, one day we're going to stream this show live for like maybe the whole two of you who would actually want to watch this live.
Either way, it will be an option if we so decide.
We tried. If anyone out there does streaming on the regular and knows how to get 2 webcams into a Twitch stream on OBS, because for whatever reason,
like Skype or whatever,
through Skype capturing the webcams, for whatever reason, when we try to do it, we get a black screen. Like, you get one of our video and not the other, and it's just like, what the hell? And it just seems so stupid and obvious.
Yeah,
I think the problem is that we use OBS, and we also don't want to pay for anything. So that, maybe if we used XSplit or paid for one of the streaming apps, it would just work, and we wouldn't have to jump through hoops. But I ain't got no money for that.
No.
So anyway, if anyone knows how to help us with that, feel free to reach out. If you don't, we'll figure it out. It'll probably just take us till next year. But hey, we'll get there.
Yeah. But either way, the show will go on.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have watched Spider-Man by next week. I doubt it. If anything, I'll probably watch it the following weekend.
Yeah.
Tuesday seems such a weird day to open.
Like I said, they're trying to get it on the long weekend in the U.S. So normally they would open on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they decided to do it on a Tuesday. The only thing I can think of is to try and, I don't know. Yeah.
Join the Discord server as well. bit.ly/gapdiscord. Get in on some of the inside jokes and weird crap that we referenced multiple times this show, obviously. And if you have the ability, rate, review us on Apple Podcasts or the Apple Podcast app if you have an iOS. I was looking at our reviews the other day.
Yeah.
And there's a new one. I don't know who left it, but it made me lol. And I'm going to find it right now because now I have to, that I brought it up.
Yeah, now I'm really curious.
It was pretty funny.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, where did it go?
Uh-oh. Did it get moderated out?
It might have got moderated.
What?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Okay.
It was left like a couple months ago.
All right.
By the username, Rick Makes Me... Rick Makes Me Wet. And then the title is Look at My Name. The title says it all.
All right.
Yeah, I laughed. 5 stars. Thank you.
Good to know that your wife is listening to the show.
Pineapple Bluebird. Awesome show. Great podcast. Keep up the good work. Highly recommend.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
And then what's our most recent one? Man, that was old.
Yeah, geez, how did you just hear about it now?
I just haven't looked at them.
I know, I haven't in a while either.
That was during our push for reviews. We don't really push too hard. 57 5-star reviews.
Woo!
Anyway, okay, let's end it. That's been episode 210 in your ear holes in the gigabits. Thanks for everyone for tuning in.
See you next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Peace.